Welcome children, we are going to start chapter 2 Amazing Animals in English 1 today. In this chapter we will see the short story plus a informative para on a purple frog, Indian purple frog in this chapter. So let's start with the new chapter, chapter 2 Amazing Animals. Unit 2 Amazing Animals. Activity 1. This unit is about some of the amazing animals that share our world. In this unit, we are going to study about the animals which are part of our day to day living. Let's see what this topic wants to say and make us understand. Activity 2 Battle in the Jungle Part 1. Once upon a time, all the animals that walked on land and all the birds and insects that flew in the sky began to quarrel about who was the smartest and the strongest. Now, this is a story that talks about the situation when all the animals that walk on the land and insects and birds that fly in the sky, they begin to quarrel on the issue that who is the strongest and who is the smartest. At first, they spoke softly. Initially, they were speaking to each other in a very soft manner, in a very nice manner. Then, slowly, they began to anger. They became angrier and louder. Slowly and gradually, they became very angrier and louder. गुस्सा हो गए, जोर से बात करने लगे. The tigers growled and the wolves howled. The birds gave loud cries and cackles. The insect buzzed as loudly as they could. That means the tiger raised their voice and the wolves also raised their voice. The birds who gives a nice chirping sound to us, they began to cry and cackle, and insects were buzzing very loudly. That means they were making the noise at the top of the sky. At last, an old parrot said, "Stop shouting. Let's not waste our time and energy in talk. Let's fight." So then, old parrot suggested everyone to stop shouting, growling, buzzing, hollowing, and everything, and let's have a fight. The animal laughed at the bird's idea. "What?" said the lion. "Can you fight us? Don't be foolish. I can bite harder than any one of you." The elephant said, "I can lift the whole tree and fight you all at once." So then tiger and elephant started showing their strength to each other. Tiger said that I will bite you as harder as no one can bite you in this world. And elephant said with the help of one entire tree, he can fight with everyone. "We will easily defeat you." "Will you?" said the parrot. "We'll see about that. Get ready to fight us." Now the old parrot, he was also showing his arrogance and was giving a challenge to elephant and to lion, and he said that we'll see who will defeat whom. The lion became the commander of the animal. The parrot became the commander of the birds. So both of them has chosen their leaders. So for animals, lion became the commander, and for birds, parrot became the commander. The lion called all the animals together and gave them a drill for practice. They marched for long hours. He gave them a lot of good food too. The poor birds did not have good food and they did not practice. Instead, they had a meeting with their friends, the insects. Now, what happened? Lion, being the commander of the animals, he called all of them and he gave them a drill. Drill means what? A practice session in which a person decides how we will take the entire process ahead. And he gave them a good food also to eat, and they practiced also, and they marched also how to defeat the birds. But the poor birds, they didn't had a food, and they didn't did any kind of practice also. Instead of that, they had a meeting with their friend the insects. Let's see ahead what they want to say more in the second part. The battle in the jungle part 2. Now what happened next? At the meeting, the parrot called all their friends. The fly, you became the spy for our army. Tell us the animal's plan. Now in the meeting, the parent called upon their friend. The who was their friend when they had a meeting? The fly, Makhi. You became our spy. They told us that you go and became our spy and see what the animals are planning against us. Yes, said the fly. I will become the spy of our army. Before the battle, the lion called all the animals together. The tiny fly flew in and hid nearby. So, what happened when the lion called, the commander of the animal, the lion called everyone to do the drill practice, to march practice? What did this fly did? She went and she hid herself nearby where this entire session of the animals was taking place. You all are ready? The lion asked. Yes, we are ready, they all shouted. We are ready to go to the battlefield. They were so energetic, the animals were so energetic, they shouted and they said they are ready to go to battlefield. Then listen carefully, said the lion. Lion said, listen to me carefully what I am saying. The lion whispered. Whispered means what? धीमे से कान में बोलना. So lion whispered, I have a plan. Captain Fox, you have a nice long tail. You will be my signal on the battlefield. I shall whisper in your ear when it is time to fight. You will put all your long tail to signal all the animals to attack the birds. Is that clear? So now the lion said, I have a plan. You all listen to me very carefully. On the battlefield, Captain Fox will be the person to whom I will be giving the signal, as his tail is too long. Since his tail is too long, he will give the signal to all other animals to attack birds. So he will be the one who will be giving the signal based on the information that lion is giving in his ears. Okay, then he asked everyone, is this a piece of information clear to everyone? Very clear, sir, said the fox. So the fox said very clearly and nicely that I am very clear to what you have told me. Very well, said all the animals in one voice. The fly hurried to tell the parrot the lion's secret plan. The time for the battle came. Now what the fly was hiding herself in the nearby area where this entire meeting of animals was taking place, right? So she has heard the entire plan of the Captain Fox and the lion. So she quickly went to parrot and told him the secret plan of the animals. Then it was a time for a battle to start. Both sides meet on the battlefield. Soon the lion whispered to the fox, it's time, put your tail. The fox put up his tail to signal the animal to attack. Now what happened during that time when the battle was about to start, a lion whispered in the ears of the fox. उसके कान में कुछ कहा कि now you put your tail and give signal to all the animals that we are about to start to the battle and we all need to attack parrot. We all need to attack the birds. But the parrot was ready. He quickly and quietly said to the bee, hurry at once and sting the fox's tail. Now this parrot, he was a smart parrot. He said to the bee that go and sting. Sting means what? Katna. He told the bee that go and sting the fox tail. Fox की tail पे डंक मारना. The bee stung the fox. He stung him once, he stung him twice, he stung him thrice. So the bee not only once but he stung him 3 times. The fox forgot all about the signal. He jumped, he shouted, he ran in the circle after he injured his tail and finally tucked his tail between his 2 legs and ran away. The other animals were confused and ran after him. They ran away from the battlefield and they lost the battle. The birds fluttered their wing in a joy. They had won without fighting at all. Now what happened? That poor fox, his tail was been stung by this bee not once, twice, but he stung him 3 times. So then his tail was really injured, and rather than giving the signal to start the battle and to attack animal, he ran here and there, he ran in circle, he ran, and everyone amongst the animals group thought that this is a signal of a Captain Fox, and they started following him, and in this way they lost the battle. Then the birds were very happy and they were fluttering their wings in the joy that they had won, that they have won the battle. Chapter 2, Amazing Animal, we will have an activity 6 in which we will be learning about the Indian purple frog, and this is the entire column which has been written. Let's study what is there in this entire column. There are many amazing animals in the world, but many animals are in danger of extinction. When animals are extinct, they no longer exist on earth. Animals that are endangered of becoming extinct are called endangered animals. Some of these endangered animals live in India. One is called the Indian purple frog, and it is very rare. Now this first paragraph is saying that there are many animals which has gone extinct. Extinct means they no longer exist. So which are those animals? So dinosaurs are one such animal who no longer exist on this earth. Earlier there was the life called dinosaurs in on this earth, but now they are not. And there are types of animals who are on the verge of getting extinct. Extinct means निस्तो नाबूद हो जाना, उनका कोई अस्तित्व न होना, right? So such animals are called endangered. Some species are there, but they are about to get extinct. The number of these animals has gone very less. So if we do not take care and we do not preserve their livelihood, they will be soon become extinct. Okay, so such animals who are on the verge of getting extinct are called endangered animal. And one of such animal which we are going to study today is the Indian purple frog. It's a very rare species. If we do not take care of it, it will also become extinct. The purple frog lives in the Indian Western Ghat. This unusual place have mountain, forest, savannas, pet bogs, and freshwater wetlands. Now the place where these Indian purple frogs stay is the Indian Western Ghats. Okay, now over here there is a dense forest. Savannas means what? Water bodies, or we can call it rivers. Okay, and freshwater wetlands. Okay, so over here there are water bodies, forest, and pet bogs. Pet bogs means what? Bogs means daldal, mitti, marshy land is called bogs. Okay, so because the Western Ghat has so much variety, it is a home to large variety of plants and animals. Some of these animals, the purple frog was only discovered recently. So this entire geography of Western Ghat has so much to offer to us, that there is a specific type of plants being grown, and animals also stay over there, and one of this type is the purple Indian frog, which we have recently discovered, which was not earlier known. We have discovered it recently. Although local people knew about the frog, scientists only discovered it and realized it was a new species in 2003. So the discovery is of 2003, when the scientists got to know that it's a different species. Species means what? Prajati. The frog burrows underground and eat termites. Now this frog stays underground and he eats termite. It's called the purple frog, the Indian purple frog, or the pig-nose frog. So the purple frog or the pig-nose frog, there are two names of it. The different names for the same animal can be confusing. So scientists gave a name and planned scientific name. So the scientists gave him a scientific name, and the name for the purple frog is this: Nasica buttretus sahydrensis. It's a long name, but the name is useful for scientists because all scientists know this one name is for this one kind of frog. Children, I will definitely send you the link through which you can learn how to pronounce this name. Okay, this is just a name. The purple frog is larger than many other frogs. It has a very fat body and short limbs. Males are 60% smaller than females. Now this purple frog is larger than many other frogs. It has a very short body and stout limbs. Stout limbs means what? Stout means Shaktishali, Balwan. So his limbs are very powerful, very Shaktishali, very Balwan. Males are 60% smaller than female. Then 60% smaller than females when they might be talking about the size of it. The small head seems too short for the body, and the firm snout sticks out in a small white knob. The purple frog has a shovel-shaped bump on each back leg and round toes on the web feet for digging. Now, shovel-shaped bump means what? Do you remember the kind of instrument that we use to put sand into a particular pot? That instrument is known as shovel. Now, that shovel shape, that entire instrument shape, he is having a bump of that instrument of shovel, and that's why they are calling it as a shovel shape bump. And his feet are like a web feet, the one are for the frog, the one that we can see in ducks, web feet. Such type of feet are there for digging. The snout and the legs help the frog dig in the ground for insects. The snout and the legs help the frog dig in the ground for insect. The smaller, clear black eyes are above the narrow mouth. The frog mouth is only large enough to eat small insects like termites, the frog's favorite food. The small round tongue sticks out between the hard upper jaw and the softer lower jaw. The tongue has a round tip and the frog has no teeth. The tail is light brown with dark brown patches. The smooth skin is dark purple on the back that fades to grey on the belly. Now this entire thing is talking about what he eats. He eats termite, and the kind of biology that he has, the black eyes, narrow mouth, web feet, shovel shaped bum, all this helps him to survive into the Western Ghats where he is there and to have his food on his own. Now termite is his favorite food. Small insects like termite is his favorite food. His round tongue is sticky but has a harder jaw. His first upper jaw is harder and the lower jaw is soft in nature. And his tail is light brown with a dark patches. And his entire back, dark skin is purple on the back, and when it comes to the lower part of his body, it becomes grey on the belly. This is the entire description of the Indian purple frog. And in this entire chapter there is one poem also, but we are skipping that poem, we are not considering that poem. And in this way we conclude our chapter over here. Thank you.